Water cycle demonstration. Okay. What do you see happening here? The water is what? Boiling. The water is boiling, right? So as this water is boiling, like, where is this water going? It's going off into the atmosphere, it's going somewhere, right? Something is happening to the water, it's going somewhere. Alright? So, we just keep letting it boil and boil and boil and boil. We'll see particles coming out. The water does what? It evaporates into the air and goes, in this case it'll be inside. But if we were outside, this water is represented by the lakes, your pond, streams, and when the sun comes out in the light, which represents like the heat, what happens to that water? It evaporates into the atmosphere or into the clouds as fog, as mist, and then those clouds just do what? What do you think happens when the clouds gather up all that water? It lets the water out, right? Exactly. It lets out the water and it comes back down to earth to do what? Repeat it all over again in what we call the water cycle. Okay? So as you can see, here's an example of all the different parts of the water cycle. The sun, which causes the water to evaporate, then it goes to the clouds, coming down in precipitation, infiltration, and back over again. Can any of you guys think of examples of evaporation that you encounter in your daily life? How about when you wash your hair? You go outside. It dries, right? Where does the water go? Away in the atmosphere. Or if you went swimming, you come out of the swimming pool, and you decide you don't want to dry yourself off, you just want to run, and the air dries. Where does it go? Into the atmosphere, right? Alright, so here's the different parts of the water cycle. We have evaporation, where the water goes from a liquid to a gas, and condensation, water goes from the gas to the liquid. Then sublimation, where the water goes from the solid to a gas, and precipitation, the water condenses and then falls back to the earth. Also, there's the surface runoff. So when the water is going to flow from, say, like a high mountaintop and go lower down into the ground. Then we have infiltration, where the water flows into the soil of the ground, the spaces in the ground, and percolation, where water is moving downward to the soil. Then there's also, and finally, transcription, where the moisture through the plants. This is when the plants come in. They basically change to vapor and go off again. So it's not just the water in the ground that causes that evaporates. It's also the plants have their water evaporate. All right, now we're going to do a small demonstration. Can I have 3 volunteers? Any 3 people can show up.
Y'all lost part of the two.